Hello and welcome to my channel Uncle Bourbon. Today is a special episode because I got something really special, a sample of Larceny Barrel Proof batch C923. That means it's a batch that's gonna be released tomorrow, September 23. And that's why I have bottles of standard Larceny. It's hard to get that in Poland right now, so I'm happy I still have some. I have Old Fitzgerald from Heaven Hill, and why I have it here, because it's the same mash bill as Larceny. And here is the sample of Larceny Barrel Proof, the latest edition. And today I'm gonna try and I'm gonna review that simple bourbon. I already calibrated with Wild Turkey 101, that's my standard bourbon to calibrate. That's gonna stay for later for my Polish channel. You're gonna hear that first because it's gonna be available on American market really soon. And thankfully for Heaven Hill and Jack Choate, they visited Poland and Polish Whiskey Festival, which is one of the biggest one in Europe. And Jack brought some bottles with him, including that Larceny Barrel Proof. I had to try that and I took sample with me. Okay, I'm gonna give that a minute. A lot of baking spice, cinnamon, that kind of cake. Smells warm, but I cannot smell the alcohol, and from what I remember it's 128.4 proof, so 64.2 alcohol by volume. So yeah, it's aged 6 to 8 years old. For comparison, this is the same mash bill, watered down to 100 proof, and it has, well, 9 years. But it's also different warehouse, so the climate is a bit different. So it's time to drink, right? Spicy on beginning, and it calms down really quick. I can taste a bit of alcohol here. I think that a bit more than last year edition, 92. That was high proof and really delicate from what I remember. That is spicy on the beginning. Maybe a bit of apples, baked apples with cinnamon or baked apples, yeah. A lot of nutmeg. Yeah, it's mostly based on those baking spices here. It's a bit dry, kinda weird for wheated bourbon, but also it's a barrel proof. On finish, I can tell there is that warming and a lot of cherries, dry cherries, dry red fruits. I have really mixed feelings here because it's really hard to tell if it's a good sipper. I don't think so, honestly. It's really great bourbon, but not as a sipper. It gives you a lot of adventure. For wheated bourbon, it's like marriage of wheated bourbon and high rye whiskey, or high rye bourbon. I'm gonna get you more stuff, so subscribe. I want to build that channel, so please come visit back and comment a lot. I don't care about likes, just comment and tell me what you want now. I have a collection of 400 bottles, and please tell me your opinions about this bourbon if you're gonna get that, because that's gonna appear in stores in a couple of days. It's kinda like that apple pie, but instead of apples, there are dried cherries inside. finish is really smooth, pie-ish. I don't know if there is a word in English like that. Cakeish, maybe. But that, you know, American pie, cherry American pie. No, it's tasteful. Okay, it's a bit too strong for a sipper. It's too young for that proof. But still, it's a great bourbon. And if you're gonna get that for that $70 MSRP, that's worth the price. Yeah, it's sweet and tasty. Up to $90, it's a fair price for that. If you're gonna get that on your shelf, sure. More than 100, I think the market is stabilizing right now in America, so I wouldn't pay more. But it's really a good bottle, and in my scale from 1 to 10, where 5 is basic bourbon, that's solid 8. Yeah, for me it's a solid 8 of 10. Should I compare that with Weller? Maybe 107 or 12 years old. That's Weller 107. Just a bit for comparison. I flashed that with water, so there will be no wood smell. So Larceny was much more intense here. Weller is more like that everyday sipper. But that nose on Larceny Barrel Proof already kills the nose. Comparing now. Okay, brown sugar, caramel, a bit of butterscotch, more like krówka in Poland. So we have that fudge, which is different than fudge in America. We don't have that classic butterscotch you have, and it smells more like that krówka from Polish candies. Yeah, I would tell that barrel proof nose is much more adventurous than Weller 107, much more. And this now, after drinking that Larceny Barrel Proof, it's not a fair comparison right now. I will do that 107 test with standard calibration, so my wild turkey. But right now it's delicate, really smooth. It's like kinda like water. No, I kinda prefer adventure from that barrel proof. Wanted to compare with some Weller. I never had full proof, but I have that 107. Of course, I have the basic one. I have 12 years old, and in America I keep Crafted Perfect Bourbon. But in comparison, 107 from Weller and that barrel proof Larceny C923, Larceny is better. Of course, this is cheaper. It's like $30. At least it should be. And what happened with my light? Okay, my light died, so subscribe and visit me again, and I'm gonna fix my light, or just gonna try to fix it. Maybe I will need to order a new one. See you again. Comment. Leave a comment, please.